God's covenant with Noah. Then God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. The fear and the dread of you will fall on the beasts of the earth and all of the birds in the sky, on every creature that moves along the ground, and on all fish in the sea. They are given into your hands. Everything that lives and moves about will be food for you. Just as I gave you green plants, I now give you everything, but you must not eat meat that has its lifeblood still in it." See, this is... Thank you, Bible. See, this is what my problem with the world is. I hate... Gordon Ramsay can kind of cook, but the meat is the problem everybody talks about. Even I talk about it the most. Nobody else really talks about this. They're like, "Oh, I want there to still be red in the middle and stuff like that. I want it to be, even when they cook it well done, it's still pink in the inside." The Bible specifically says, and this is how my dad used to cook his food. He used to cook it to where there's no liquids coming out of it when you poke it no more, when you smash it down. No grease in it no more. That's how my dad cooks his. That's how my dad cooks his beef burgers. The Bible specifically says not to eat it with lifeblood still in it. And Gordon Ramsay is feeding people and trying to teach people, no, you're supposed to eat with bloody meat. You're supposed to eat with red meat. You're supposed to eat with the blood pouring out the meat. No. You're supposed to cook it with coals. You're supposed to cook it until it's dry. And then you add, this is why Jesus ate honey with locusts. Because he fully cooks his food, unlike the rest of the unclean generation. I knew it the entire time. Why I always stayed away from all meats that people cook, because they can never cook it all the way through. I would say that I'm the best and most reliable, safest cook there is ever in America to ever be, other than my father before me. Because we're the only ones who cook it to where there's not even pink anywhere in the meat. We cook it till it's gray. We cook it till it's gray and black charred. We cook it till there's no grease in it no more. The Bible was right. I knew I was right all along, what the Bible was saying. But you must not eat meat that still has lifeblood still in it. I told y'all Gordon Ramsay was a fucking fraud to you. I told you you shouldn't be eating meat that Gordon Ramsay tells you to cook. Because he's trying to poison you, and he's trying to make the human race think, oh, it's normal to have blood in meat and eat it. No, my friends, cook it till it's dry as a biscuit. That's what you're supposed to cook it like. If it's not dry, I don't want it. I knew it. This is how. All right, let me continue. I'm not gonna keep ranting. I rant by how long and how hard and how spacious I rant, as how knowing and dedicated to the word and demanding of the word that I am to you guys. Because I'm telling you, save yourselves. Stop eating like Gordon Ramsay. Stop it. And for your lifeblood, I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal and from every human being too. I will demand an accounting for the life of another being. So he's counting every animal and how we use them. Every single animal that's been used in life and how they are used, God is counting, literally counting. He says literally accounting from every animal. Whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall their blood be shed. For in the image of God, God made mankind. So, as for you, be fruitful and increase in number, multiply the earth and increase upon it. Then God said to Noah and his sons with him, Now I I now establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that was with you, the birds and the livestock and all the wild animals, for all those that came out of the ark with you, and every creature on the earth. I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth. That doesn't mean that there won't be tidal waves and tsunamis and stuff. He's not, God bless you, he's not talking about the small floods and stuff like that, the hurricanes and this and that. He's talking about the entire world in all. He's not going to destroy the entire world in all. And if he thinks that a certain city deserves it because they populated a satanic cult in that city and a tsunami happens, let it be done, you know, may as well be done. He's not killing the entire population. He's just taking a portion of the people out that he needs to. And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant I'm making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set." See, we're not all destroyed now, are we? I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of the covenant between you and me and the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all the living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on the earth. So God said to Noah, "This is a sign of the covenant I have established between me and all life on earth." The sons of Noah. The sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan, and these the three sons of Noah. And them came from the people who were scattered over the whole earth. Noah, a man of the soil, proceeded to plant a vineyard. When he drank some of its wine and became drunk and lay uncovered inside his tent. I remember this. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father naked and told his two brothers outside. But Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it across their shoulders, and they walked backward and covered their father's naked body. Their faces were turned the other way so that they would not see their father naked. See, this is where I wish times could be like this, where we really did not want to see that. When Noah awoke from his wine and found out what his youngest son had done to him, he said, "Cursed be Canaan, the lowest of slaves he will be to his brothers." He also said, "Praise the Lord, the God of Shem. May Canaan be a slave of Shem. May God extend Japheth's territory. May Japheth live in the tents of Shem, and may the Canaan be the slave of Japheth." After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. Noah lived a total of 950 years, and then he died. The Table of Nations. This is the account of Shem, Ham, Japheth, Noah's sons, who themselves sons after the flood, who themselves had sons after the flood. The Japhethites. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Yavin, Elisha, Tarshish, Kittites, Kittites, Rodanites. From these, the maritime people spread to the territories by their clans and with their nations, each with its own language. The sons of Ham: Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. The Hamites, the sons of Ham: Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush: Sheba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabteka. The sons of Ramah: Sheba and Dedan. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who became a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is what it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The first centers of his kingdom were Babylon, Uruk, Akkad, and Calneh in Shinar. From that land he went to Assyria, where he built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Ir, Calah, and Resen, which is between Nineveh and Calah, which is the great city. Egypt was the father of the Ludites, Anamites, Lahabites, Naphtuhites, Pathrusites, Casluhites, from whom the Philistines came, the Caphtorites. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and from Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Arkites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zamorites, and Hamathites. Later the Canaanite clans scattered, and the labors of Canaan. It really takes you out of your reading all the names. All the borders of Canaan reached from Sidon towards Gerar, as far as Gaza, and led them toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim, as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by their clans and languages and their territories and nations. Sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem: Elam, Ashir, Aphoxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram: Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah was the father of Eber. The two sons born to Eber. One was named Peleg, because in the time of the earth was divided, his brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Shelef, Hazarmavith, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Deglah, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jacob, or Jobab. All of these were the sons of Joktan. They had so much cooler names back then. The region where they lived, and then my name is just Chase. Like, where do we go? Where do we go from there? The region where they lived stretched from the Mesha towards Safar, and the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem by the clans and languages, their territories and nations. These are the clans of Nova's sons according to their lines of descent within their nations. From these nations spread out over the earth after the flood, the Tower of Babel. Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As the people moved eastward, they found a plain in the Shinar and settled there. And they said to each other, "Come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly." And they used the bricks instead of stone and tar for mortar. And they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches towards the sky, to the clouds, to the heavens, so that we make a name for ourselves, otherwise we be scattered over the face of the whole earth." But the Lord had came down to the city and saw the tower that the people were building. The Lord said, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." So the Lord scattered them from there all over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is why it was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. You get it? Because when a baby wakes up, what does it do? It just babbles, right? So it's a good little pun God made. So from there, the Lord scattered them all over the face of the whole earth, from Shem to Abram. This is the account of Shem's family line. 2 years after the flood, when Shem was 100 years old and became the father, and Arphaxad and after he became the father of Arphaxad, Shem lived 500 years and had other sons and daughters. When Arphaxad had lived 35 years and became the father of Shelah, and after he became the father of Shelah, Arphaxad lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Shelah had lived 30 years, he became the father of Eber, and after he became the father of Eber, Shelah lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Eber had lived 34 years, he became the father of Peleg. And when he became the father of Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and had sons and daughters. When Peleg had lived 30 years, he became the father of Reu. And when he had become the father of Reu, Peleg lived 209 years and had other sons and daughters. When Reu had lived 32 years, he became the father of Sherug. And after he became the father of Sherug, Reu lived 107 years and had other sons and daughters. When Sherug had lived 30 years and he had become the father of Nahar, after he became the father of Nahor, Sherug lived 200 years and had other sons and daughters. When Nahor had lived 29 years, he had became the father of Terah, and after he became the father of Terah, Nahor lived 119 years and had other sons and daughters. After Terah had lived 70 years, he became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran, Abram's family. This was the account of Terah's family line. Terah became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran became the father of Lot. While the father of Terah was still alive, Haran died in Ur of the Chaldeans. In the land of his birth, Abram and Nahor both married. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah. She was the daughter of Haran, the father both Milcah and Iscah. Now Sarai was childless because she was not able to conceive. Terah took his son Abram, the grandson Lot, and Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, and the wife of his son Abram, And together they were sent out to Tyre by the Chaldeans to go unto Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they settled there. Terah lived 205 years, and he died in Haran. And we're going to get to the call of Abram tomorrow, because I'm already 22 minutes in. So, that was the covenant between God and Noah. After the ark, he will no longer flood the earth. He will no longer kill all of the people. Now let's get that straight. All of the people, not a city of people. God could still take out a city of people. So don't think that you can make your own place and be like, oh, we can do whatever we want. No, my friend. There's a reason why there's still floods and stuff. Just because God has made the covenant doesn't mean that we won't get small floods, tidal waves, and tsunamis every now and then. He's obviously going to take out cities of sin with natural disasters anyway, but he will no longer flood the entire earth and kill all at once. So, that being said, God has promised that even the rainbow will remind himself to no longer flood the world. So like ourselves, we still have to put ourselves a reminder. So don't forget to remind yourselves, put yourselves some alarms and stuff. And, if you're really if you really want to get with the Lord and stuff, put that time, that will, and that effort, that willpower to effort, and let's not be and yeah, I'm not gonna be, I'll be, I'm a very kind person, but I will not be nice. Just as Jesus came, I will be, just like our fathers before us. You gotta be patient, but I will not be so nice. I'm kind, I'm not nice. So, don't be lazy. That being said, don't be lazy. Get up, read that Bible. Do some sing and worship if that gets you up to reading the Bible as well. Get yourself motivated. Anyways, that was the section for the day. I'll see y'all in the next clip.